Hello, welcome to OMAT. Glad you're here. We're going to get started on these 8 essential exercises. But first, I've mentioned that I've been going through transitions, a new career, a new city, the stuff that comes with being a 48-year-old female. All these transitions are making decisions a little bit more difficult for me right now. And what I really want is this big giant sign that says, go this way, all the success is this way, and that just doesn't happen. These decisions, think about when you're playing a game and you already know the game. So you know the rules, the setup isn't that hard, everybody kind of knows their place. But when you're doing something new, all this newness comes in, uncertainty comes in, and now I'm having a little bit more trouble making decisions. So what do? I look at the small things because I'm not going to get a big sign. The small things. If I repeat this every day, will I like myself? Am I being patient? Am I doing the work? And no, I don't want to ask myself this every day. I don't want to do the work every day. Absolutely not. Even things that I like, I don't want to do every day. But why do I do them? Because as hard as it is right now, if I don't look at the reality of things, at least check in, notice, do these little things, it will get harder. So let's do the little things. Let's get into our practice. All of these little exercises, I absolutely do every day. And my every day is most days because I like to be gentle on myself. Sometimes things happen, uncertainty again. So I do this most days and it keeps me grounded, helps me make decisions and help me move forward. So let's get present because this is what we're doing. What is getting present? Just going, oh, this is what I'm doing, noticing what I'm doing, and then everything else has to be in its place, in the future, in the past. We don't exist there. Let's get present so we can get into our first exercise, noticing gratitude. We're not making up things that are great. We are noticing what there already is to be grateful for. Let's practice it. Let's use our energy and look for gratitude right now. Let's wrap for now. Finding water. Did you find that you can only find maybe possibly just one thing to be grateful for or no things to be grateful for just because that's what's in your head right now? That's just the attitude that you have, the vibe that you're dealing with right now. Those things are fine because if we took the time to look for them, that's the energy that's happening. Your brain knows to continue to look for it. It's like doing a workout. Maybe I can't do the full push-up, but the energy that I'm trying to do that push-up in is building the muscle. Let's keep building. Let's build on our pause muscle and decide what's going to happen in our brain for the next 60 seconds. Sitting in any comfortable position, eyes opened or closed, breathe. As we come back, let's find our water. Can you believe it? A world where we're allowed to take a minute. That's what we're creating. We're saying, no, I'm going to do that right now. And that creates it. That's what it takes. Let's keep going. Let's create a moment where we're allowed to pause and write some stuff down. Even if we don't know what we're going to write, even if it's not going to matter what we're going to write, we're going to write as an exercise. It does something. It changes something. But don't worry about that. Look for one word and start there. Let's write. Let's wrap right now. For now, having the water. And if every other word that you just wrote was a curse word, okay, let's stretch. Let's stretch our bodies. If they are able to move in that direction, let's warm that direction up. Let's stand if we can stand. We're going to walk through a sun salutation, or I'll walk you through a sun salutation, inhaling the arms up. And reach up, look up, deep inhale. Feel the stretch in the back and fold forward. You're hinging at the waist. And you're allowing your body to hang. The top of your body's hanging over your feet. When you're ready, halfway lift with a flat back, looking up. And let's meet in a high plank. Plant your palms down where they are. Step your feet back into a high plank. With your elbows near, lower yourself all the way to the ground. Once you're there, when you push on your palms, your chest comes up, head comes up, look up. Your legs are still on the mat. And let's go into an upside down V, otherwise known as a down dog. Hips up into the down dog. Maybe make some small movements here if you feel you want to, and then walk forward towards your hands. Maybe hang there for a moment before you start rolling up, meeting your palms above the head, and exhaling them down to the center of the chest. Maybe you skipped a pose. Maybe you're still holding a pose. Stretch however you like. Let's find the water. And let's find a little warmth in our body. Once we start moving around, let's keep that energy going into the plank. We already warmed it up. We already saw a little bit of the strength that we have. Let's bring that into this plank. Get into that willing position. I am willing to do this. What does that position look like? Experiment. And we're going in 3, 2, 1, up in plank. Up in plank right now. That's just what right now is. For now, we are up in plank. So get up there. You've been there for 10 seconds now. Congratulations. Every second in here is challenging. So for this entire minute, we're looking at how do I meet my challenges? That's 20 seconds in. As this gets tougher, what does my brain tell my body to do? What am I in the habit of saying to myself while I'm trying to do something? For 30 seconds, find the thing that you can say that says, I'm strong enough and I'm going to keep this plank going. I have this for 20 more seconds. And if you did come down, take a deep breath, come back up into the plank. Get ready for the countdown. We start 10 seconds from here. 10 seconds left. Up in the plank, full strength. Breathe into it for 3, 2, 1. Done. That's the plank for today, for now. Let's stretch our way back maybe. Do whatever poses you want, whatever feels good, coming back, finding water, finding credit for all of these exercises, for giving them a try, for being uncomfortable maybe for a moment, and then finding the strength. Let's keep going. Going into the procrastination. What is the smallest thing that you can do that if you repeat, and you don't have to repeat it right now, but if you repeat, you will like this person who repeats this. That's maybe how we can find the small task. Let's look for it. Maybe it'll take the entire minute. Take on a task right now. Let's wrap for now. Finding water. Maybe there's a question of, what do I do if I finish my procrastination task in the first 10 seconds and I have 50 seconds left? That's a great question, and that is a question that you could spend 50 seconds on. That's maybe what you do with your time. Let's go into connection. Ask someone else how they're spending their time. People love talking about how they spend their time, and I'm curious to know about it. So that could be a question that connects me with another person. Maybe just letting them know you're thinking about them. But putting energy into the connection that we have with other people is necessary. I can't just randomly connect out of nowhere. I must put some effort. Let's try it out. Looking for a way to connect right now. Let's wrap for now. Find some water. Find a way to either be okay with the discomfort of the vulnerability that comes with connecting with someone, or just moving away from that vulnerability. Let's shake it off. Let's use this aerobic exercise to move our body around. Here's the thing. If your mind is on one thing, you can't change it, you can't move it around, all the mind exercises aren't working. Moving your body changes your mind. Let's practice. Going in 3, 2, 1. Move your body. Move your body in any way. If you're walking around, great. Maybe get your knees a little higher or not. It doesn't matter. That's 10 seconds. This is what your body can do today. This is what you're willing to do today. Why don't you show yourself what that is? And you've been doing it now for 20 seconds. For 40 seconds, how do you want to do this exercise? Knowing how you want to do it will inform your body. That means that for 30 seconds, I'm going to say, I want to do this exercise really strong or really fast. And since I know which way I want to do it, I could implement it for 20 seconds more as an experiment. Trying to finish this as strong as my body and mind will allow just for today. We're not setting a precedent for 10 seconds. The precedent that we're setting is when I say I'll do something, I do it. Whether it's the best or not, I have 3, 2, 1, and I'm done. I did it. Great job. Thank you for taking OMAT today.